Self-discovery. Do you know yourself better? Do you know yourself better? Who are you actually? Who are you? Who are you? Okay. How are you people? How are you? How are you there? How are you? Welcome to 2026. Takapedza here kuseta magoals. Takapedza here kuseta magoals. Okay. So today we also have another interesting and crucial topic about self-discovery. Self-discovery is all about understanding who you are. You need to understand who exactly you are. What is it that is in you? That is exactly what identifies you. You know, everyone has got a calling. A career is a calling. It's not something that we can copy from others. It's not something that we can copy from a friend. A career is a calling. God has deposited a seed in every human being, meaning that each and everyone has got his or her own purpose on this world. Everyone has got his or her own purpose on this world. So, do you really know who you are? Do you really know your purpose on this world? What is it that you are supposed to do? So, that's our topic for today. We need to explore more on self-discoveries. So, this year, 2026, we are saying no more wandering in career, no more studying irrelevant programs, no more doing unnecessary things, and no more wasting time doing zvinhu. This year we are saying we need to align in our own zone of competency. We need to align with our callings. We need to pursue our passion. And that is when you can only perform your best, when you pursue your passion. Don't ever ignore your passion, because that's your calling. God has called you in that area. So we need to help each other. Remember, we have got A levels, vakapedza, and they have received their A-level results. And today we have heard that on Friday we will be having my O-level results. So these children, they are now going into the world. They need to understand how to choose a career. Nowadays, if you look into the academic system, the structure doesn't have career guidance. Kusisina career guidance. Isusu patakadzidza, we used to know kuti there is time yatinoenda ku career guidance. There is time panoya vanhu vekuma university teaching us about different programs and their requirements. What are the requirements for the law faculty? What are the requirements for the pharmaceutical faculty? What are the requirements for the medical faculty, etc. And paunozopedza form 4, you'd know kuti, or usati wapedza wa form 3, pauno selecta your subjects paya, you know kuti I want to be a doctor, or I want to be a teacher, I want to be a nurse. So my subjects angu andikufanira unge ndichipesua, they are this and this and this and this. And as you go to A level, you'd know kuti I'm focusing with commercials, I'm focusing with my arts, I'm focusing with my sciences, according to your passion, your strength, etc. And at the end of the day, or at the end of the academic level, you'd see or you'd know kuti area yangu inini ndeishi. Unlike nowadays, these children are just completing their academic levels. Wotomubvunza kuti what do you want to do, or what's your next move? Anongoti ndangotsvaga chero mari, ndakutsvaga mari. And someone, my brother used to say ndotsvaga mari, and I was saying kuti how are you going to look for money? Zvikanzi ndongoita chero rese basi, I will just do chero zvinongondipa mari. That's what they know. And mumwe ukamubvunza, they would say I want to be a nurse just like my sister's daughter. I want to be an entrepreneur just like Ningi. Not because they have passion on those areas, but because they just saw that person akatoona no, akatoita mari with this and this, so if I can do this, I can also make money, of which that is very wrong. A career, we cannot imitate careers. We cannot imitate careers. A career is a calling. You need to focus in your own area of zone. You need to focus in your zone of competence. That is where you can excel. Only if you are in your area. So we need to help each other today. We need to help each other today. How can we know ourselves? How can we know who we are? How can we discover ourselves and our purposes? You see? So that is our topic for today. So self-discovery is understanding who you are, your calling, your purpose, your zone of competence, your area of strength. It is the process of understanding your strength, your passions, and values to find a fulfilling profession. You see? And so how do we discover yourself? How do we discover ourselves? It is only by identifying our strength. We identify our talents. We identify our gifts. Of course, at Iskuramba, there are people who are multi-skilled. They are multi-talented, just like me, Pamela. Of course, I know I'm multi-talented. I can do different things. God has just gave me that grace, but it doesn't mean that all the gifts means that's my area. No, that is not my area. I have my own area of competence. Besides being multi-gifted, I also have my own area of competence. So there is a difference between a passion and a gift. We need to understand that there is a difference between a passion and a gift. So we on identifying our strength and our calling, we focus on our passion. We do not focus mainly on our gifts, because the gifts can be multi on one person. Auntie, you see? So let's look at the key aspects of self-discovery. Number one, you need to recognize your strength, passions, and talents. What are your strengths? What is it that you perform your best? If it's Leroy, tikamupa this is the best. Kana kuri kuma ads, Ningi, that's the best. Kana kuri kuma commercials, kana kuri kumets, tinotaura zvaningi. What's your area? What's your strength? Kugona. I still remember 2006 when I was about to write my O-level. My dad just sat down with me and said, Mwanangu, this is the time when we should not say verenga zvese. But this is the time when we are telling you the truth. Focus on what you zvaunogona iwewe. Focus on what you do your best. Zvaunogona. Focus on your area. Aunogona iwayo. Start them nemoyo wese. Upa watonyatsoziva kuti aya ndinotomapasa. That's not the time yekuti tichikuti ita this tichinyatsoziva kuti ichi unovavarira. No, ita zvaunonyatsogona izvozvo, and boom, at the end of my O level I passed all my subjects on my passion. So discovering your passion and focusing on your strength is very, very important, and you'll never go wrong. I've seen it when I was writing my O level. I've seen it. Ndakato pass those subjects because ndakafocus pane zvandinogona, and I ignored handina kuzvisiya zvangu, but ndaizviisa an effort, not that effort yandaizoisa kune angu masubjects andinogona. So we are saying recognize your strength, recognize your passion, and also your your talents. After that you need to explore your interests by finding careers that align with your passions. Always research on the careers that align with your passion. Kana uchifarira zvekuruka musoro, research on the careers anoita nezvekuruka musoro. Would find nowadays there's social media, and we thank God for social media because we now have my tutorials online. We also have my tutorials on YouTube and a lot of technical stuff on social media. So you now need to focus on your area. Explore my careers anoenderana nezvaunofarira. If it is uri munhu anofarira zvekubika, explore my careers anoenderana nekukari. If it is you are someone anofarira zvekudrowa, explore my careers anoenderana neizvozvo, then you choose kwaunoda kuenda. Never ever run away from your calling. Mwari havatombopenge kukupa that passion, kukupa that area. God have seen that you have a purpose to fulfill through that area. If you can ask me, I'm one of the people who have been wandering with careers. I'm one of the people who have been wandering from 2010 to 2016, I was a career wanderer, moving from one place to another, moving from one course to another, until one day I found a mentor. He sat down with me and said, no, this is wrong. You need to find your area of competence. And guess what? With the moment I discovered my area of competence, kubasa kwakunakidza. Auntie, you see, kubasa kwakutondinakidza, and I'm enjoying what I do every day. I enjoy it, and I see myself growing. In those few years that I've discovered myself, I see myself growing. Zvatosiyana nepaipa ndaitenderera from this. And ukatotarisaka, I used to kutobata mari pamwedzi hombe, and taitoshaya zvadzinoshanda simply because I'm from here. If it is I was in my area, I should have been somewhere far. Ndaifanira ndatova kure nelife, but thank God, the time I discovered myself, I found my purpose, and I'm now pursuing my journey. Very interesting and I'm very happy about it. So another thing, after you've explored the interest, you need to do the career planning. Create a roadmap for your professional journey. Where are you going to start? Especially those children that are going for Form 3s. You need to have career guidance. Then you know what focus on is zvipi. If you want to be an accountant, which subjects are you supposed to focus with? If you want to be a doctor, which subjects are you supposed to focus with, and you leave aside zvinhu zvisina nebasa rese zvisinei newe zvinokupedzera nguva until you sing. And number 4, you need to connect with the professionals in your area, in that area that you want. You need to connect with the professionals. So that is how you can only discover yourself. So our question for today